Okay, hi. So I started watching or filming a video and then Cody called and I couldn't try to answer it. So anyway, so I am waiting for Cody to call and tell me that I can come pick him up. Right now I am currently outside this cemetery, which I have been trying to find since I knew it existed. I've lived in this town for 20 years. Since I was born, I've lived in this town for 20 years. And I knew that there was a graveyard. I had no idea where it was. It's very small. Not a lot of people know it exists unless you live by it, or like behind me there's a bunch of businesses. So yeah, I have been waiting to find the cemetery for so long, and I just happened to be trying to find Cody and I come across the cemetery. It is quite eerie. It is very small. There's not a lot of plots of land. In fact, I don't even think that there's, like, there might be a couple plots open. It's really only for members of original families of this town. This town has been around, since, like, if you live in California, you probably know about the California missions. And how the Spanish came and built all these missions down the coast of California, and each mission is supposed to be a day's ride apart on horseback, I think. Not so much anymore. Now, I mean, it was supposed to be, like, in the beginning, it was supposed to be like a day or two's ride apart on horseback. Now, like, there's one, like, right here, like, I'm literally, like, right outside of one. And then, well, I mean, it's, like, a few minutes that way, but the next one you can get to in like 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, if you're in a car. It's further down south. So anyway, I've been trying to find the cemetery and I finally found it, and literally I don't even think that we have access to it. I think it only has like special access on like special occasions, or if you're a member of the original families, of one of the original families. So my friend's mom actually just went to a funeral of somebody who died who was part of the original family, or an original family. She just went to a funeral and she got buried in this graveyard. So I'm gonna try and show it to you. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm gonna try. So if you can see it, that's the cemetery right there. It doesn't go much further the other way. There's like people and cars all around, so I don't really want to go up there and like videotape it. It's very disrespectful, I believe, to videotape a graveyard. I've always wanted to come here and see what it's like here, but it does look very eerie, very creepy. But there's like private property, no trespassing. There's no way for us to get in there, I don't think, unless you can climb a wall, but oh, the walls aren't very high. I would just have to have something to climb on because I can't hoist myself up like that. I would love to go in there though, because I mean, I'm very spiritual in the sense that I believe in spirits and ghosts and stuff like that. It's not something I talk about a lot because Cody is he's like that too, and it's a very touchy subject for him. He believes in that kind of stuff, but he's also more, not scared of it, that's the wrong word, but, does very much believe in, like, bad spirits and stuff like that, and doesn't like to be around spirits like that. And I'm not saying that the spirits in this graveyard, if there are any spirits, are bad or malicious or anything like that. I'm just saying that, like, I asked Cody if he wanted to come here one night, like on Halloween night or something. I wanted to come and, like, you know, visit the graveyard because it's Halloween, you know, you want to do something kind of spooky. He's like, no, I will visit during the day. I am not going to visit at night. But I think during the day you can't really go in there. At night it's kind of more, I mean, I'm sure they have cops that roll the area, but it's probably more able to be broken into. But like I said, I don't think you can get in there without a special key or have somebody walk you in there. I don't even know where the entrance is. I just know I found it. And I knew it was over here, but I don't get in the car that often and get to explore. And I knew, like, there's a gas station that's right on the other side of the graveyard, and I knew it was above the gas station somewhere, but I didn't know that this is where, because I just saw the buildings and, like, trees and stuff, so I didn't know if, like, it was where the trees were. But I found it, and I was actually very excited to find it, but looking at it right now, it is pretty creepy. I mean, not creepy, but it's eerie. Like, it's a graveyard. Like, of course it's going to be eerie, but there's a lot of, like, unmarked graves. At least I think that's what they are. There are other unmarked graves, or graves that don't have, or, like, plots of land that you can put a grave in. But there's less than 100 graves in there. There's not very many. If I was part of the original, one of the original families, I would love to be buried in this spot. I grew up here. I've spent 20 years here. Like, I know this area. Well, at least I thought I did. I mean, I knew that there was a graveyard. I just didn't know where it was. And, like, I know, like, secrets about the mission and stuff like that. And, like, actually, I don't think they go under... It goes under the graveyard, but under the mission, there's actually some secret tunnels. Kind of like the catacombs in, France, under Paris, I believe. Kind of like the catacombs, and they are little tunnels that go underground that connect the mission to this old restaurant that's there. It's a really old restaurant, but it didn't always used to be a restaurant. It actually used to be a prison, and it goes from there, and then it also goes to the town hall, which is like the mission goes across the street to the old restaurant, which the old restaurant right now is called El Adobe. It hasn't always been the restaurant, like I said. But across from the restaurant, diagonally across from the restaurant, is the town hall, which nobody really goes in. It's kind of just a historical building. I don't even know if there's, like, anything actually in there. Like I said, I haven't really explored a lot. But there are tunnels underneath, which I believe are sealed. I don't think anybody has access to them. But yeah, there are tunnels that run underneath the city and connect some buildings. And the restaurant El Adobe is haunted because it was a prison and people died there. And so it's haunted. And the mission, I don't know if the mission's haunted. I don't know about the graveyard. I haven't really, you know, looked in depth of, like, the graveyard. I just saw it on my GPS because I was trying to find Cody and I couldn't find him, and then I saw the mission graveyard, and so, you know, I thought it was like the graveyard that's at the mission, because there's an actual graveyard at the mission site. So I thought it was that, but I ended up looking, and it was this graveyard. I ended up following the little GPS thingy that was like, and then I landed myself here. But yeah, anyway, so I'm just waiting for Cody to call and tell me it's alright to head over to where I'm supposed to be meeting him. It's a long story. I don't even really think I'm allowed to get into it. But anyway, yeah, so that's the cemetery graveyard thing. And, like, there's some pretty big headstones in there. God, I wish I could go in there so bad. I don't think there's a truck over that way with somebody in it, and I was gonna go walk up and, like, look inside the graveyard, but I don't think they've left. I don't know. Ooh, I have a job interview tomorrow. That makes me happy. Anywho, so that's my little rant on the graveyard and the missions. If you don't live in California and you don't even know what I'm talking about when I say the missions, look up the California missions on Google. If you want to know where I live right next to the San Juan mission. Like, literally, I used to live down the street from it. Now I still live down the street from it. I live just a little bit farther from it now. But right smack dab in the middle of San Juan Capistrano is the San Juan mission. And that's that. We also have a, I don't remember which president it is, but there's a house that, like, a president built somewhere that way. Which I think they, like, restored and, like, somebody lives in it now. There's, like, an old, house. There's, like, 2 old houses. But, yeah. So that's my story of the town I live in. But yeah, definitely look up the California missions. And even if you live in California and you know no idea what I'm talking about, usually like the people that live in California, at least in my area, because we have a mission so close, we study the missions in 4th grade. That's when I studied it. But my friend who lived in Escondido, which is down about 45 minutes to an hour down towards San Diego from where I am, not an hour, like 45 minutes. They don't have a mission right there. They have one that's like 20 minutes away from them. But they didn't like build the mission. Like we actually like built missions. And I modeled mine after this mission San Juan. But yeah, we actually like built the missions and stuff like that in 4th grade. I don't know if every like school district in California does it, or if it's just the school districts that are like, that has one like right smack dab in the middle of it, like we do. But yeah, so we studied the missions. So if you don't know what the missions are and you like are interested in this kind of thing, go ahead and Google it. Just Google missions, California missions, and like they'll give you like the history of, like there's a missions website. They'll give you like the history of the missions, and if you want to come visit one, I'll go with you. Like it's not that expensive to go in. It's only like $9 or something like that, and they're like nonprofit. It all goes back to restoring the mission and stuff like that. And our mission is not in as good a condition as other missions are, because ours got hit with an earthquake and I believe a tornado, and stuff like that. So ours is like breaking apart, but it's still very beautiful inside and has a lot of artifacts and stuff like that. And so like if you ever want to go to the Mission San Juan, let me know and I will go with you. If you come down here, like I'll be like, yeah, let's go. Like I wish I could, like if I get like famous enough on YouTube, which I'm not, like that's like not my intentions, but if I ever do, like I'll be like, yo, y'all want to go to a mission with me? I got one right here. Let's go to a mission, as long as I'm still living here, because I may be moving. But anywho, that's another story that I'll talk about at some other point. I'm gonna go ahead and call Cody again and see where he is, and I will see you guys next time. I love you all. If you like this kind of thing, let me know, and I'll do more like vlogs or something like that about like these kind of things, because I really enjoy history. History is like, I really like it, especially history like this, where it's like so close to home. And I also really like World War II history. I don't know why, I'm just fascinated with Hitler. Not like Hitler as a human, well kind of, but like how he like, why he thought the way he did and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go before I get into another rant about something totally off subject. I will see you all next time. I love you all so much. Make sure you subscribe, follow all my links down below. Yeah, I love you guys. Bye.